My name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Saturday, January 16th, 2016, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. First off, I'd like to thank you for joining me today, and I'd like to thank you for sharing these videos, for liking them, for subscribing to this channel. I really appreciate all of your support. So, today we conclude our work with the Crystal Visions Tarot created by Jennifer Galasso, as tomorrow we begin working with a new deck for the coming week. And actually, I haven't decided what deck that's going to be yet, so tune in tomorrow, and I should have decided by then. So, on to today's draw using the Crystal Visions Tarot. The three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So the first card in our draw is the Two of Pentacles, which typically points or indicates juggling several different tasks or options at once to maintain order in your life. However, this card is ill-dignified by the air card next to it, so rather than being able to successfully maneuver these things, you may instead be having a rather tough time of it. It can point to being spread too thin and feeling that you simply cannot manage the situation any longer. Maybe your boss is having you work 70-hour work weeks, or maybe you're using a MasterCard to pay your Visa. This card can often point to the inability to keep your feet on the ground in regards to finances when it's reversed or badly aspected. So maybe those Christmas bills have finally made an appearance in your mailbox. So the result of all this is stress, possibly even feelings of loss or failure, as suggested by the second card in our draw, the Three of Swords. Now this is typically an unwelcome card in a reading, as it brings with it ideas of sadness, heartbreak, or painful emotions. The feelings of overwhelm that many of you may be experiencing could certainly lead to the darker emotions we see associated with this card. So this can lead to brooding, to anger, to bitterness, to feeling sorry for ourselves, none of which ever helps in such matters. I find that the more that we dwell on our troubles and what we perceive to be our failure, the deeper the knife goes into our chest. So, a recommended plan of action is nicely depicted by our last card, the Seven of Wands, in which we see a figure atop of a dragon facing 6 blazing wands below. Though it looks like our hero is outnumbered, he or she is actually in an advantageous position. She is above them and is, after all, riding a dragon. So what I'm seeing here is a need to not to let your situation overwhelm you, but instead get back into the game. Rather than try to take on everything at once, it's often best to fight one battle at a time. That is to say, put your attention on only one area of your responsibilities that's causing you stress and give your full attention to it. Once that's been managed, then move on to the next. Yes, you might have to let some things go for now, causing you to scramble and catch up later on, but that's something we all have to face from time to time. What's key here, I think, is that you don't let the situation control you, but rather you take control of the situation. So the message today for these three cards is: you may not be able to prevent the storms from coming, but you can determine how much and how long they'll affect you. Putting your attention on one battle at a time can put you in an advantageous position. So today's advice card comes from the Symbolon deck, and the card drawn randomly from the deck was Disagreement. So this card certainly is relevant today in light of the three cards we've just seen. Much like the first two cards in our reading, The disagreement card is about disharmony, about clash, stress, and being a little off kilter. Now, the disagreement card doesn't necessarily even have to pertain to a person, but could suggest a situation that's causing you grief or upset. Maybe the situations that we mentioned earlier. So I think the same advice applies here. Find what it is that's causing you the most grief and put your attention on that until it is back in your control. Then move on to the next. You might also find that open, truthful conversation with the people involved may work in your favor and may even buy you a little extra time. And that's it for today. If you liked this reading, I'd really appreciate it if you click the like button below. And visit my website at tarot-dude.com, where you'll find all my contact information. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.